Hi, this is Nikki, and I'm here to share the messages that I get from Spirit and from all of our higher selves that are on this journey to love. And so I am going to do an energy read for us today, because yesterday there was extremely kind of like, I'll tell you what I experienced. I had so when I do a healing for me and my twin, he was on his knees crying, and so there was that very strongly, that energy about feeling very, very kind of sad. And then I had lots of emails from other people saying, what are you experiencing today? And they've had that same kind of experiences in dreams and different ways that we all relate to our twins. And so I was thinking, okay, well, I just want to do an energy read to see what's going on. And I thought, because it is so on point to how everything was feeling yesterday. And then yesterday evening, I actually had I was messaging my twin, and he said to me, he said, I'm just all over the place. And so kind of very much in keeping with what I was feeling around the energy. So the big message for today is that the crowning energy for the whole read is this storm. And so this is how you should always view your twin, right? In the eyes of a toddler. Because what I had experienced yesterday was I was kind of, I was sort of upset because I thought my twin didn't want me to contact him, and he was being really off and just being, unfriendly, basically. And so of course I took it personally, and so, but then he was like, I'm just all over the place, right? So, that's why instead of, which enabled me to really turn things around again, because of course I was thinking about me rather than about, the way that people behave on their outer exterior is always a reflection of their internal stuff. So again, I was like, had another little lesson in learning how to look at your twin in the eyes of a toddler. So what I'm going to go through now is the reading. So basically, this is what I do. On the left-hand side are what is in their head, what's in their heart, what are they wanting, and then also guidance. And then the same for us. What's in our head, what's in our hearts, what are we wanting, and then guidance. And then the same for the union. And so basically what they're wanting is they're wanting to move out of, they're wanting to have a new beginning, basically, have a fresh start. They're actually really, really feeling like this at the moment, right? This is number 7, deceiving their soul, because the tarot about where they want to be is the Page of Wands. So this is like this new kind of like young spiritual warrior, right? Wanting to be that, but kind of like they're stuck in the middle between wanting to be this. What's in their head is that I want to change my life. I want to be this new spiritual kind of warrior, and this kind of, this new exciting life I want. But actually I'm stuck in this place in the middle at the moment. And that is what is causing this real, because remember, we're all taking our collective piece of the pie. And so remember that these are all collective energies that we're all taking on individually within our own twin flame dynamic. And so there is, of course, as the planet awakens, we're all awakening into our power. And we all have to deal with a little bit of the deceiving our soul. And it's about how we eat the pie. So they're wanting this. They're wanting to be a new spiritual warrior. Because at the heart of them is, and this is so lovely, because again it says, I just want to be balanced. I want to feel balance. This is the angel of balance as well, which is number 3, supported by the divine energy, the Trinity. I want to be able to take that leap of faith, right? At the heart of them is pushing them to want to take the leap of faith, to want to really, really follow their heart. And their heart is calling to you, because you are offering this healing heart. And again, that is just, what's in the heart. So that's what's so lovely, because what's in the heart of them is this sense of seeking balance, wanting to take the leap of faith, a huge heart healing that's happening. You know, around them they have three angels. The angelic support around them is huge. They have Archangel Shamuel, which is the angel of love, Raphael healing, and the angel of balance, right? Because what they're wanting, this is at the heart of for them, the Five of Pentacles. And that's been feeling, this is so reflective of this card about feeling, you know, left out in the cold. They're like, I just want to step through the door. I just want to be saved. And that's really, really what I see. So that's what, in a healing that I did for a lady yesterday, I saw them both as children and they were being put in a box. And they were either side of a mirror being put in and they were in boxes, and there was an adult there sort of like going to whip them to get into the box. And it was so powerful because the message that came through, the song that came through was I'm going to send an SOS out to the world. And it just showed really powerfully about how we are boxed in our lives by all of the society and how we're brought up, and that we mirror that within our twin. And so when they were breaking out of the box, that was incredibly symbolic. And even the fact that the song was Message in a Bottle, and it was, I'm going to send an SOS out, I'm going to send an SOS out to the world. And I hope that someone gets my message in a bottle. That's the song. And that's really, really what I feel. Hugely, hugely, hugely. This kind of like, I don't want to be left out in the cold anymore. My heart is healing. I want to take the leap of faith. I want a different life. Because then what they're wanting is this peace again. I feel really strongly that there's just like this, I just want this peace. I want to feel at peace. I want for me to be creating a new life, a new world, right? The Age of Pentacles. Notice on their side they have lots of pentacles, which is about grounding actual physical reality, right? And so, you know, it's about planting the seeds and wanting that to actually come up through the ground. So they're wanting to feel peace. They want to feel rest. You know, they don't want to have this turmoil anymore, because the more that they're coming into their power and the more that they are awakening into the cosmic heart, the more that they're wanting new beginnings. The more that they want the new beginning, the more they will feel completely left out in the cold in their own life, which is why the heart, what's going on in their heart space is exactly that, feeling left out in the cold. Because, you know, they're experiencing heart healing, you know, as the cosmic heart grows stronger, as we all awaken, as we become much, much stronger in balancing the energies, which we can see here, as that is happening, and we learn to weather the storm, and we learn to look at each other with the eyes of children, you know, that's creating this sense in the heart of peace. And that's what they've been you know, the more that happens, the more that they want to come apart from their old lives. Look at the cards that they have for guidance as well. So they have the coming apart card, and also it's time to go. So again, there is so much strong messages to say you need to leave your old life behind. You know, that is what's causing you to have this huge feeling of feeling cast out in the shadow of your life, right? And so so the coming apart card is saying leave, you know, you've got to leave your old life behind. You've got to leave the ego behind. You've got to leave your pride behind, right? And it's almost like saying, you know, we can give this a second go. You know, you have an opportunity to go towards the tunnel, towards the light. So, you know, look at this as well. These are from two different decks. One is from the Wisdom of the Oracle, and one is from Colette Baron Reid. Look at that, number 45 and 46. So that, you know, there is definitely a push for them to say, listen, it's time to leave your situations behind. You need to follow your truth, you know. That's why you're feeling so left out. That's why you're feeling so in the dark. And that's like when my twin said to me, I'm just all over the place. I thought, oh, it made me feel so like, I was just like, oh. So, you are at the end of one journey and have not yet begun the next. This is the moment to bless your experience thus far. Take stock of what you've learnt. It's time to move on to new experiences and a new way of being. There is nothing left for you to do, be, or experience in your present circumstances. Take the risk and move on, even if you need to be in transition for a time. Your destiny is calling you. Oh my goodness. And what is your destiny calling you to? Actually, you can look at this as the twins as well, because it is two hearts, one mind. One mind, two hearts even. And, you know, this is why you have to be extremely compassionate, because, you know, really the best thing to do is to look at each other through the eyes of a child. So the coming apart card is a sign to put an end to what is no longer working for you. Has a commitment been broken? And perhaps you need to break a promise or change course because you took on more than you could handle. This is a perfect time to reassess your goals and values. Are your actions in alignment with what you believe in? Have you created a partnership that is not mutually beneficial? Separation, dissolution, and dispersion are all in focus now. If someone wishes to break away from you, don't chase the relationship out of a sense of fear. The price you'll pay will not be worth the prize. Separation brings good fortune. Well, interestingly, it mentions a good fortune at the end. And what is grounding the entire read is the blossoming abundance, and supported by the Trinity. So we have this, you know, at the top it's like this storm. The storm's happening because it's clearing away stuff that we don't need anymore, because at the heart of us is this balance and wanting to be able to talk for us on our side. Again, Archangel Gabriel, I mean, so much, every single angel on the deck, out of the deck, is on the table today. Wanting to be able to speak up, wanting to be able to speak our truth, which is what I had to do, which is what I did yesterday very clearly. You know, I went from being in a space of, you know, kind of feeling quite hurt because I thought he was, you know, sort of basically just being like really aloof and offhand. And then, of course, then went into when I was where, you know, I just sort of asked him what's wrong. And that's when, because I was much more confident in being able to just ask those questions. And so that's when I realised that actually, you know, what I need to be doing is not worrying about me. It's about looking at him like this. And that's why this is so important, to look at your child, look at them in a child's eyes. Because ultimately then at the grounding energy is this sense of abundance, which is so like, you know, again, synchronistic, because actually what they're wanting is to create peace in their life, because they, you know, they're being really pushed to move out of their old lives and into a new sense of a new life, you know, a new life, new abundance, new joy, the world is their oyster. And that's what's at the heart of them. So because, of course, their heart knows that, right? All of us know that. That's what's in our inner spirit. So that's why we're all being pulled that way. And even though, like, it might feel incredibly uncomfortable with the storm warning there that's above it all, it might feel like a storm. But again, that storm is happening so that we can have the balance and being able to speak our truth. So I just think this is so on point to everything that I felt yesterday. Whereas today I feel this huge feeling of very compassionate and just wanting to, today it feels like the universe is giving us a big hug. So to say, well done for yesterday, because yesterday was like intense. So I think we just cleared a lot of stuff. So always remember to look at your twin in the eyes of a toddler. All right, that's their reading. So I will come back to you with our side. Okay, take care. Bye.